Combining like terms and the distributive property, lesson pre-8. By the pre-8, you can see that this is a lesson that I used before doing lesson 8 of the pre-algebra curriculum. It's not necessarily one that needs to be taught in pre-algebra, but it's a good one to go over as a reminder, and it helps us with the next lesson. So we're going to start with the review. It says, write the equation for each line graph below. So they gave us 4 lines. We need to find the equation for each of these lines. So let's start with line 1. Line 1 is this horizontal line right there. Horizontal lines only cross the y-axis. So I'm going to put a point on the y-axis. And because it only crosses the y-axis, it's going to be y equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is the only equation I need for that horizontal line. So number 1, my answer is y equals 6. Number 2. Number 2 is a slanted line. Anytime you have slanted lines, that's when you have to find m and b. In other words, that's when you have to find the slope and the y-intercept. So I'm going to start with the y-intercept, which is where the line crosses the y-axis. A lot of you seem to be confused with this on the last test. Remember, it's called the y-intercept because that's where it crosses the y-axis. A lot of you were putting the y-intercept on the x-axis. All right, so number 2 crosses the y-axis right here. That is at 1, 2, 3. So we use the letter B, and B equals 3. So over here for number 2, I'm going to write down B equals 3. Now I need to find my m, which is the slope, the rise and the run. I could pick those 2 points there. I could pick these 2 points here. I could pick a point down here and a point here. It really doesn't matter as long as you have 2 points. Now I choose to use 2 consecutive points so I don't need to reduce them. All right, so I'm going to use this point here. This would be my rise, and this would be my run. So you're going from left to right. You always go up or down first. So I did my rise, then my run. So my rise is 1, and my run is 3. It went up 1 and over 1, 2, 3. So my slope, rise over run, would be 1/3. Now I'm ready for my equation. Y equals mx plus b. So y equals m, which is 1/3, x. And since it's a positive 3, I put plus 3. Y equals 1/3 x plus 3. Number 3. Number 3 is this vertical line. Vertical lines only cross the x-axis. Move that over just a slight bit. So this is going to be x equals a number. It only crosses the x-axis, so therefore x equals number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. X equals 5, and that is my equation for number 3. Number 4. I'm going to start with my y-intercept, the point where it crosses the y-axis. So that's going to be B equals, I'm going down, so that would be -1, -2, -3, -4. So B is -4. And then the slope. You could use this point and the one that crosses the y-axis. You could use this point down here. I think I'm going to use this point right here. So going left to right, I start with my rise. My rise is going down 1, so the rise is -1. Then my run is 1, 2, 3, 4. My run is 4. So down 1 over 4 means my slope is negative 1/4. And now I can write my equation. So my equation would be y equals negative 1/4 x. And now because it's negative 4, I put minus 4 at the end. And that is it for the review. If you have any questions on the review, please let me know.